All right, so core stability is an awesome key phrase that we hear thrown out just for fun, but it's important to understand that if we don't have good core stability, your brain's gonna try to impart that somewhere else, like the hips or the thoracic spine. So if I don't have core stability, my thoracic spine is most likely gonna get locked down and then not be able to rotate as much as it could or should, as well as flex and extend. The same thing goes for my hips, all right? So sometimes tight hips is an issue because your core sucks. So one of my favorite core stability anti-rotation and rotation exercises is the Pallof Press, mainly because there's 1,000 different variations we can do from that. So starting from the most regressive that I generally give, because we could go down into like a dead bug position with this, but down into a tall kneeling position, we want that band pulling across the line of our shoulders, and the easiest way to go through this exercise is just pulling into your chest nice and slow and pressing out nice and slow. The next progression of this exercise, we can get into a kneeling or a lunge position. So from here, again, pressing in and out to the chest. You can add resistance by scooting away and making that band a little bit more aggressive in its resistance. Or what we can do is start the rotation process here, where we want to concentrically go away from that band's attachment, and we really try thinking mostly about using our left-sided obliques here, but the right side is working internal versus external obliques on both sides there. And then we can think eccentrically unloading and letting that band win as we are slowly fighting that range of motion or fighting that resistance to let the band win back towards that wall. Next step of that Pallof press and progressing up from the floor is getting into a split stance position here. Doesn't matter which leg is forward, just keep in mind we can always switch that. So oftentimes you'll feel if your lead leg is the one that's towards the band's attachment side, so my right side right now, you might feel a little bit more stable versus that lead leg being the opposite side here. Same thing goes, pressing into the chest, going eccentrically or concentrically and eccentrically with that band away from its attachment point, all great things. Lastly, in the progression of the Pallof press, again, this is why I love this exercise so much. You can progress and regress down from it just a lot, all right? Getting into a standing dual legs, almost a squat position or quarter squat here, athletic stance. Again, pressing that band out and back towards you, concentrically going away, keeping the hips square up to a wall or square facing forward. Everything above that belt line moves, everything below the belt line stays static facing forward. I know I mentioned that standing was the last progression of body movement. We could also change up how we are holding this band. So of course we can go single arm, that's all great. We can go up overhead as well. So going up overhead is going to test a lot of lateral flexion versus anti-rotation. It's an awesome progression of this. We can go through that split stance or staggered stance movement and go single arm to static and lift up almost into an airplane here. Billions and billions and billions of variation of this Pallof press. Again, that's why I love it so much.